Hi, and welcome to my social story strategy. My name is Jeannie Hodgdon. Why a social story? Autistic students have problems seeing another person's perspective. They need help understanding social situations. These were developed by Carol Gray for students to interact appropriately, and social stories are effective when constructed to the student's level of communication to respond appropriately to strong feelings or unfamiliar situations. A social story is designed for a specific student based on a target behavior. It is used to learn new routines and activities, and it includes things like involving the student's interests and what they value, such as if they like dinosaurs or Sonic the Hedgehog, you interject those within the story. It uses visuals such as drawings or pictures and sometimes real objects. The social story is constructed with descriptive, perspective, directive, and control sentences in a specific pattern. Note that it's very important to start with a target behavior. Descriptive sentences. It describes what the people do in the sentence, where a situation occurs, who is involved, what they're doing, and why they are doing the actions. For example, a descriptive sentence can be, "It's important to look at people and stop what I'm doing when they have something to tell me." A perspective sentence is a reaction of other people that teach the student the perspective of another person's feeling and mood. It shows another person's reaction to a situation. For example, of a target behavior of not listening. If I don't look and listen, I might miss something important and make grown-ups angry. Directive sentences directs the student to the expected behavior. It positively states what the expected behavior is and should be specific to guide the student to respond. These sentences often start with "I can try," "I will work on," or "I will try." The student should be given a choice to supply their own response based on the amount of descriptive sentences and how specific the directive sentence is. A control sentence identifies the strategies the students can use to connect the memory and understanding of the social story to the actual event. This, again, should be thought up by the student. Example of personal space, which is the target behavior. When I give people enough space, I get to play with and talk to people. I make friends and have fun. Here's a tip. Choose between a directive or control sentence, depending on the situation and the student. Do not use both a directive or control sentence. How to use social stories? Once you've developed one, you introduce it by reading it twice to the student. Then the student reads it once a day by themselves. If the student can't read it, it can be made into a book or kept as a visual and read by a video or with audio using cues or a sound to turn the page. The story can be faded when the student starts showing the expected behaviors to twice or 3 times weekly, to a couple times per month, or as needed. Here's an example of a social story, which I found on storyboardthat.com. Here are some resources that I found. The first one is about Carol Gray social stories. Carol Gray has made up social stories for anybody, but they have found that her social stories are used more widely with autistic kids. And then there's different places where you can learn more about doing a social story and also examples Thank you very much.